Welcome back to the Fee King Show. I'm your hostess with the mostest, your local fitness go-to girl, Fee King. And I've been MIA, right? For a few episodes. I was like, I'm missing my show. I've been doing pre-recorded shows. Thank goodness that I have a library, right? Happy Manifested Monday. Happy Money Monday. Welcome back to the Fee King Show. The Fee King Show is all about who are you? What do you do? What's your why? How in the world are you keeping this thing all together? I.e., what is your self-care modality? Where do you go when you need a source of inspiration, when you need to tap into some tools that are going to get you from where you are to where you want to be, when you are in your pivot season or pivot seasons? All right, so the show goes a little bit something like this. Who are you? I'll use myself as an example. I am a woman. I'm a sister. I'm a pet parent. I am an auntie. I'm a cousin. I'm a favorite cousin to my cousin Rosetta Bonner. Rest in peace to my sweet, beautiful, kind, courageous cousin Rosetta. I am a fiance to an extraordinary human being. Sekou writes, what do? I help women over the age of 40 specifically, yet not exclusively, get physically and fiscally fit. Why? Because I love myself so much today that it only makes sense to love my sisters exactly where they are. And when I say my sisters, I mean it runs the gamut. We are a rainbow coalition, my sisters. How am I keeping this thing all together? I.e., what is my self-care modality? Literally, I just came in from a run maybe 28 minutes ago. I was like, oh no, I gotta get ready, because movement is how I deal with, pivot in every area of my life. Exercise, running, reading, mindfulness meditation, transcendental meditation, and prayer. I mean, I am in a perpetual state of convening, fellowshipping, being guided by God all day long. It's not just happening in the morning or in the evening. It is all day long. August is our, mine and yours, mine and yours. This is our pivot season. I don't know about you. I've had many pivot seasons. This one feels really special, timely, and really scary. I want to share a story with you this morning. So I'm still here in Maryland, being hosted, put up by my girl Fatima West. I know I probably talk about Fatima West a lot, and let me tell you why. Because she is my manifestation. I manifested quality people when I moved to Maryland, and it has not been an easy journey. It has not been a smooth road, right? And that's what life is. Life gives us the bumps, the gravel, the unevenness of the plane. It's never a straight shot. I don't know about you. I personally, my life has not been lived in a straight shot. I don't know anyone. I don't know anyone personally whose life has been that way. Let me know if it's been that way for you, because I would love to interview you. And so this morning, I'm talking with Sekou. Sekou did his show this morning. By the way, check out Get Rich 101 every day. I was like, you are a beast. Every day at 9:45 Eastern Standard Time on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and I believe LinkedIn. His page is Sekou Wrights page. His show is Get Rich 101. I said to Sekou, I need to go for a run. I need to wake my body up. I need to wake my brain up. I need to wake my cells up, and I'm really fatigued. So I go outside and I start with a walk and then a jog. I go back to a walk. And this is how you build, ladies and gents, your momentum. This is how you build your stamina. This is how you build your discipline muscle, is by taking baby steps. Walking, light jog, walking, light jog, medium pace jog, walking, take maybe 30 seconds, go into a slightly faster pace. The key, though, is to start where you are. But start where you are. Start. So I'm going through the neighborhood. I'm in Maryland, which I love Maryland. It's so beautiful. I turn the corner and I see this little boy. And since I'm coming back, I see this. He's a little boy with his little helmet, his little bike. And I said good morning to him. And he said, good morning. It's like, because you just never know when you speak to children nowadays. And then it's kind of weird. I was like, I don't want to, look like the creepy auntie. So I kept my distance, but I acknowledged him. As I'm coming down the hill, I look to my right, and this baby, y'all, he's a little boy. He is flying down this steep hill. I mean, going fast to the point where I completely stopped what I was doing and I'm watching him the entire time. And I was just like, this baby has no fear. And it dawned on me. I said, you know what? Even if he does have fear, he gets to be courageous in the face of fear. He gets to do it anyway so that he can have that experience. He gets to the corner. I said, I got to go over here and talk to this baby. And I looked back, I didn't see any adult. And I thought, okay, what's going on? Because he's far too young to be out here on a bike going down a hill by himself. I walk over to him and I said, are you going up? I couldn't understand what he was saying, so I get a little closer because I wanted to race. I wanted to race him going up the hill and then capture him from the back, of course, to protect his privacy. I wanted to capture him going down that hill at full speed. He said, no, I'm waiting for my dad. He points up the hill. His dad with a big German Shepherd is coming down. And he waves at me. His dad comes to the corner. We're having a conversation. And I said to him, he is so brave. And I asked the little boy, I said, how old are you? I'm 6. He looked a lot younger and smaller than a 6-year-old. I said to him, I said, are you a little afraid? He's like, no, I do it all the time. Actually, that's not even the steepest hill. For me, it's like he transferred his lack of fear onto me. In that moment, I said, you know what? What if every single day, okay, what if 3 to 4 days out of the week, I just move through the world with absolute, utter fear, and yet I'm courageous, even if I'm feeling fear, because fear is a real emotion. He hasn't been taught that, right? So we have been habituated into fear. We've been conditioned, and then we take it on and we believe it. And then we live our lives in fear. Oh no, I don't do that. Oh no, I don't go there. Oh no, that's not for me. Or I'm afraid of heights. I'm afraid of this. I'm afraid of that. And that baby, it was like he gave it to me. And his father said, I wish that I had his lack of fear. And I thought, I do. Thank you, young boy. And then his dad said, thank you for checking on him. I received that because I got to be my brother's keeper. And I think, especially as adults, we all must take that on. I did not see a grown-up. And so I made a conscious decision to stop and engage with this little boy. And I assumed, I hoped that an adult would show up. And yay, Dad to the rescue, he showed up. So thank you, Dad. Thank you, young boy, for that amazing experience. And I'm so grateful that I made a habit. I continue to make a habit, no matter where I am, no matter what is going on in my life, to get outside or in a gym and exercise, to move my body, to wake myself up, to stimulate my brain cells. It is a non-negotiable. What is your non-negotiable? What is your non-negotiable? What is your non-negotiable? Pivot season. The reason why I am still in Maryland is because last night I got to pivot. Last night, maybe 30 minutes before I was to head out to New York City, the sky, no, actually, when I was waiting for my Uber to pick me up. He was 1 minute away. As soon as he pulled up, it was simultaneously this roar erupted. And I was like, is that thunder? It was so loud. It was such a force. And I didn't think about that thunder and a storm coming in. I didn't think that it would affect my travel. It didn't even dawn on me. So I'm standing in line waiting to board, and It's 7:30, then 7:35. And I was like, wait a minute. I was supposed to leave at 7:30. Other people start to show up. So I don't know what had happened, but I was literally waiting until 9:30 when the kind, the gracious, the beautiful Fatima West offered to come and pick me up. She was like, girl, it was raining so hard. It wasn't even raining in Gamble. So she had no idea how hard it was raining and lightning and thundering in Baltimore. But check this out. It was the people around me that encouraged me to pivot. It was the people around me. We get to use the people around us to help us pivot and to help us also get even more clear on what we're not here to tolerate. And also to get clear on our options. We actually have options. I'm standing in line talking to Sekou, and he was like, oh, Fee, I'm so sorry, and he gave me some potential options. And I said, the most challenging part of this is not the waiting, because I can wait. I said, it's the chatter, it's the people around me. It's all the people, the naysayers, the negativity, the people getting loud, the people wanting an explanation. And sometimes it's just not an explanation right in the moment, like when you want it. So we don't know why the bus never showed up. Another bus driver came, and he had come twice, and he saw all of us still standing there. And so he was like, what's going on? And the people, it was like, they swarmed him, and he backed up. He was like, whoa, I'm not the driver, but let me see if I can help. Wow, thank you so much. He gets on the phone. What he determined from his supervisor was the bus just never showed up. Like, I mean, we don't know why. And honestly, in that moment, it doesn't matter because he's not here. And so the guy's supervisor said he's going to have the driver make a U-turn and come back. And so I thought, okay, this is good. Yeah, but he's in Delaware. What? He's in Delaware and there's a storm. So I didn't really believe that was going to happen. And for me, I realized I have options and I need to pivot quickly, because sometimes what we don't understand is the external influence. I didn't have my earbuds. They weren't charged, so I couldn't put my earbuds in to drown out the various noise, the various negativity, the various woe is me complaining. And so, it wasn't even that was so much. It was the heaviness. It was the energy. It was an energetic heaviness that seemed to loom over the entire station. And I thought, I get to make a decision in this moment. And thank God I've cultivated great relationships in the short amount of time that I've been in Maryland. And I knew that I had options. I said, okay, I can get an Uber and go to this friend's house. I can call or text another friend and see if I could crash with her. I could get a hotel room nearby. I didn't really want to do that because I prefer to do an Airbnb. And I said, that's a whole process. I said, but I could get a hotel room close by so that I can either get to Penn Station or, so anyway, it all worked out. Fatima offered to come and get me. And I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. And the reason why I talk about Fatima West a lot is because Sekou has said this. He's like, y'all are so alike. Like, we're a mirror of one another. We're so different and yet so similar. But her heart is very similar to mine. And I would have done the same thing for someone who was just in a pinch. And we all find ourselves in a pinch, especially when you're traveling. The other pivot I got to do, give me something in the chats if you can relate to that. If you are in your pivot season, if you have found yourself in a situation where you knew that you had options, you knew that you could get yourself from where you were. So last night I was in Baltimore City, downtown, from where I was to somewhere else, somewhere where it was light, where it was optimistic, hopeful, all of the things. As I was coming out to wait for Fatima, there was a couple there. The girl held the door for me and she said, were you waiting for the 7:30 bus? I said, yes. Sekou said, Fatima is your twin. It's crazy. She is. And there was a time, like, we look alike. We favor now, but when I had hair, we look alike. It's crazy. So Sekou writes, you're right. We are twins. So this couple, they held the door for me. And the woman said, she asked, she said, she said, you're waiting for the 7:30 bus. I said, yeah, I was. And she said, oh, she's like, yeah, girl, it didn't even come. And I just said nothing. And she looked at me and she said, well, good luck. I said, you too, you have a good night. And I just thought, you're in control of allowing people to bring you in to their stuff, or not allowing people to bring you in to their stuff. I had no conversation for anyone because there was not one person, y'all, even the kids, there was not one person that was not saying, where's the bus? What happened? Are they tripping? I better get my refund. I know one thing. And then one of the ladies, she kept counting. She said, I heard, where'd you hear this from, lady? What do you mean? I heard they only have 10 seats on the bus. What? So now she's implanting fear because there were 18 people in line. I was like, oh my gosh. Well, I know I better get a seat. And I was like, take in deep breaths, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Because you can meditate anywhere. You are the only one who is in control of your actions, your reactions, your lack of reactions. You are the only one. One of the things that I learned in Buddhism was that nothing and no one externally outside of yourself ought to have control over you. Nothing and no one. The news, the naysayers, all of the things. And there were all kinds of stories that kept coming up, and I thought, where are they getting these stories from? It was an incredible experience, and I'm so grateful that I got to have it. The other takeaway is if you find yourself in a situation like that, wherever you are, just know that everything is happening for your greater good, and there are no mistakes. There are no accidents or happenstances or coincidences. I am supposed to be in Maryland. I don't know why, but I know that I am. And because I really want to go home. Like, I miss Sekou. I miss my Nelson. I miss running in the mornings through New York City. Like, I miss that. I love being in Maryland. I love coming to visit and then leaving. I love being able to do Uber when I'm here. I'm so grateful. Thank you to Fatima West. Oh, by the way, pivot. Thank you to Fatima West and Michelle Larkin for hosting my first wood tool therapy workshop in Maryland. I did 2 on Fridays, Saturday we did one in Severna Park, and the following Friday I did one in, I don't know why I cannot remember the name of the city, but it's going towards Fredericks, yeah. So I've had such an incredible time sharing these tools with women, these tools that help you help yourself. They help you help yourself, break up fat, increase circulation, produce more collagen. They help with lymphatic drain, so that the lymphatic drainage, so that you can actually expel fat from your body naturally. They help contour the waistline, smooth out cellulite. I am so in love with these tools. They travel well. And so when I'm not doing that, I get to do Uber. I didn't have, an Uber vehicle. And so I got to make a decision, and I got to pivot. And sometimes the pivot needs to happen quickly. Are you in your pivot season? How are you pivoting? How have you pivoted? How has your pivot worked out for you? This is the Fee King Show. I'm your local fitness go-to girl, Fee King. It is August, and we are talking about our pivot season. And with that being said, we are going to go into some announcements. I get to wear all the hats. If you are an entrepreneur like myself, then you know oh too well. We wear some hats, y'all. We will wear some hats. So let's get into some announcements. What is happening this month? We're almost, y'all, at the end of August, which means kids are going back to college. I literally got to experience Fatima West packing her baby up. She is en route to Temple State University as we speak. They ought to be either probably 30 minutes from there now. Oh my goodness. What an experience. I'm so grateful I got to see so much of the process. I got to pick up kids either going back to college, going to college for the first time with their parents. It has been an incredible week. And so I'm going to be here for a couple more days. If you are interested, if you are in Maryland, DC, Virginia, and you are interested in knowing how the wood tools work, how they can work for you, how you can work with them, DM me. You can find me on social media, of course. You can also email me. You can hit me up on my website. And so I will just do that now. You can email me as well. So we will share that. And then I'll also be posting my specials. Every first of the month, I do specials across the board. So I'm going to be rolling out a ton of specials. And then this Wednesday, this is what you don't want to miss. This Wednesday, Sekou Writes will be facilitating number 2 of his 5 big money tips. He rocked it last Wednesday. It was amazing. So now I see Sekou rehearsing at home. I've attended so many of his seminars. This one was different. The amount of knowledge that he's amassed is going to blow your mind. I'm listening to Bob Proctor today. Sekou Writes echoes what Bob Proctor says. Bob Proctor echoes what Zig Ziglar says. They're all saying the same thing, just a little different based on each person's experience. One of the things that Bob Proctor said this morning in a seminar that I'm listening to, and Sekou Writes says it in every seminar he does, which is, it's not true. You don't need to make more money. It's what you need to learn, what you need to do with the amount of money that you make. I'm reminded of that every single day. I'm like, even if it's $5 that I transfer into my brokerage account or $5 into my emergency fund, I just know that working for money, even Uber, but here's the thing, you need to bring in money, right? Money needs to be in circulation. So the money doesn't just poof appear from the sky, or does it? And so it is absolutely true that you do not need to make more money. You need to invest where you are. You need to invest with what you have. You need to invest with however much you're making. And so he goes into a deep dive, goes into greater detail about that. That is happening this Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can go to his website, click shop. That's www.sekouwrites.com. And I ought to have that somewhere here. Website, here we go, bam. Go to his website, go to the upper right-hand corner, click shop, and I'll be posting today, tomorrow, and I'll be there also Wednesday at 7 p.m. And so what else do we have going on? Just trying to get to. Sekou says, don't need more money. Don't need more money. More money is not a bad thing, but you can actually build from where you are. You can build from where you are. We get to build from where we are, right where we are, right here in this chair in Gambrills, Maryland. I am building from where I am. Yes. Thank you so much, Sekou Writes. So follow Sekou Writes on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Sekou Writes page. Follow also I Am Rev Melissa. I am Rev Melissa. Let's put her up. Bam. Her show is also Monday through Friday at 10:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Her show is Sip, Spirit, in Practice. And then I will leave you with this. Let me remove this, y'all. I'm back. I will leave you with this. Proper preparation prevents poor performance. If you stay prepared, then you don't have to get prepared. You don't have to rush. And here's an example. For my industry, I find a lot of times my sisters are in a hurry to lose 10, 20, 30 pounds for a vacation, for a wedding, for a concert, for summer, for all the things. And if you stay prepared, then you're always prepared. You don't have to rush to get prepared because you're constantly doing the things that prepared people do. Ooh, I like that. Prepared people do, which is showing up for the work, not being afraid of the work, enjoying the journey and not being fixated on the destination. I am your local fitness go-to girl. This is the Fee King Show. I bid you love, light, peace, prosperity, possibility, positivity, abundance, joy, and happiness. Not just for today or even this week, the rest of 2023, but for your entire life. I'm out.